Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you are new to this channel, you are highly welcome. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this very beautiful bubu. This bubu is very beautiful and it's very stylish. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please don't forget to like this video, drop a comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and community. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. So guys, without wasting much time, let's get right into this tutorial. Welcome back guys. So for this tutorial you will need an ankara fabric that is about 3 yards. As you can see, my ankara, it has two patterns. In case you don't have this type of ankara, you can actually join two ankara together to give you this. So for the ruffles at the pocket edge, I used an organza fabric, though this is a bale organza, but any organza can work, organdy, or anyone can work, or even a net can work, a two net. So this is my fabric here. So depending on the length of the bubu you are working with, so for me, I think I want to work with 37 inches. I don't want the bubu to be too long. 37, 36 inches. So now I'll place my tape. As you can see, that 37 divided by 2 is about 18.5. Sorry about that. So just divide the measurement divided by 2. So for this upper part, you use half of the measurement. So this is where it is starting from. And please, when you are using this, also take note of the sewing allowance at the top. You will have to add half inch for the joining at the shoulder area. So still placing the tape at the center of your measurement, you measure the length of your bubu. So you measure the full length now. So for my full length, like I said, I'm working with 37 inches, but I think I later reduced it because the beauty of bubu is for a bubu to be short. If a bubu is getting to your nail, the beauty will not be out. So I try to mark a point at the center. So I'll be taking the measurement again. So just demarcate the two patterns. So just demarcate it, then measure your measurement divided by 2. So for this upper part, add half inch to it. That is, the half inch will be for the joining at the upper part, while for the lower part, so you measure your full length, the full length. So I'm using 36 inches now, or 37 rather, I'm so sorry. So I'm using 37. So you measure that 37 inches, but at this part here you will be adding 2 inches. We'll be hemming this part. So for the upper part, we are just joining with half inch, and for the hem line of the gown, we'll be using 2 inches to hem it. So that's the 2 inches that I'm marking now. So guys, the next thing I will do now is to measure my shoulder and also the sleeve length. So the shoulder divided by 2, so my shoulder is 15 inches. So 15 inches divided by 2, I have 7.5. Then after that, it's time to measure the sleeve. So for this sleeve, the sleeve is getting to the elbow length. So the elbow, that's where the sleeve is getting to. And take note that there's extra 5 inches band that will be attaching there. So my own elbow is 12 inches. So when I deduct 5 from 12 inches, I have 7 inches left. So I'll be measuring 7 inches right here, and I will add half inch for the joining. So I'll be measuring 7.5. So after measuring that, I went down by 1.5. I'm so sorry you can't see this. I went down by 1.5 for the shoulder slope. So now after that, the line there, I just extended it downward, just like this. So after extending this line downward, the next thing I will do is to measure my sleeve opening. So I want my sleeve opening to be 9. So I'll be joining this at the shoulder with half inch, and I'll be sewing with 1.5. So I'll be adding extra 1.5 inch sewing allowance. So 9 plus 1.5, I have 10.5. So after that, yeah, I'll measure my hip divided by 4. My hip and my comparing my hip to my bust. So my hip has the highest measurement, that's why I'm using my hip divided by 4. If it is your bust, please measure your bust divided by 4. So after that, I'm adding ease allowance of 3.5 inches and sewing allowance of 1 inch. So altogether, I'm adding extra 4.5 after my hip divided by 4. So altogether, what I have here, I will transfer it to the middle, and I will also transfer it to the lower part of this, just to achieve a straight line here. So after that, I'll connect this together with a straight line, just like this. Then at this edge here, I'll just blend it in a little bit, just a little bit like this. So that is how I'll blend that part in. So now I'll go ahead and cut this. I'm so sorry I was not showing the upper part, but I will show it very soon. So guys, this is what we have. So now this is the upper part here. It's time to measure our neckline. So for my neckline, I'm using a very small neckline for mine. So I'm using 2¼ inch. So 2¼ inch, that's what I'm using. So if you have a big size, I would advise you use 3 inches. Please use 3 inches. So 2¼ inches wide. And for the depth of the back, I'm using 1 inch for the depth of the back. And for the depth of the front, I'm using about 2.5 inches to 3 inches. I'm using 3 inches. Yeah. So the aim is to achieve a neckline that is very small. So looking at the bubu again, I noticed it was taped at the neckline. But when I was making mine, I did not tape it. So I just made it very small. So I think there was a taping at the neckline if you look very closely. So after removing one of that, which is for the back, I'll go ahead and reshape the neckline for the front. So guys, this is the neckline for the front. I've went ahead to cut it out. Then after cutting this neckline, we have to open up this neckline a little bit. You know, with this small neckline, the head will not be able to enter, and you know there will not be zipper here. So you have to open it up here. So with the neckline all together, I just measured 7 inches. So 3 has taken, the 3 inches was for the neckline at the upper part, while the remaining 4 inches I have here will be for the opening. So I think I'm using about 4.5 just to make this neckline wide. So I opened this up by 4.5, and my neckline depth for the front was 3. So now this is my pocket, and this fabric is 11 inches by 13 inches. So for the 13 inches side, that's where I will be folding to hem this. So that's the area I will be folding. So let me go ahead now and fold this. So I'll be back with this. I would have folded all the edges. So now this is the facing, but we'll come back to this. So this is the band I'll be attaching to the sleeve. You know, I mentioned that I'll be attaching a 5 inches band. So this is not on fold yet, and this is 11 inches. So when I fold it, I should have 5.5, and when I join this to the sleeve, I should have 5. Sure you understand. So for the length of this band, just measure your sleeve opening with the allowance. That's what you should cut. So that's the band. So this is the tiny rope. So there's a rope design at the sleeve edge. So this is just about 1.5 inch, and the length is about, I think, 20 inches length. So I'll just go ahead and turn this, and I will leave a small opening at the center just to turn this. I will leave a small opening at the center to turn it. So these are my main fabric, that is the main bodies. So I'll be showing you what the facing looks like. So this is the facing for the front. This is what it looks like. So I will advise you add a stay to your facing, an air stay or a paper stay. Just add it to the facing so that it can give the neckline a bit of structure. So after placing your facing on it like this, you go ahead and sew the neckline. So at this opening that we did at the center, you sew with 1/4 inch, but the other part you sew it with 1/2 inch. So for the back also, I will do the same. So guys, I've ironed the pocket, so I'll be showing you what I did. So firstly, I hemmed the edge of the pocket. Then after folding, I have 10 by 10 inches. So that is what I have. So this is the ruffles we'll be making at the edge of the pocket. So this ruffles is about 2.5 inches wide, but I fold it into 2 again, and this is what I have. So I'll be placing it like this when I'm sewing this on the bubu. I'll be placing it like this, and I'll be making just ruffles along the edge, just like that. So now let's place our pocket on the fabric, on the bubu. So for you to place your pocket, so what I did was to iron out the center of these front bodies. So after ironing it out, based on the inspiration we are following, I think they just went down by 1 inch from the midpoint of the bubu. So that's why I'm placing this like this. But I noticed that this pocket was kind of too wide. So instead of for the wideness to be 10 inches, I later re-ironed this and I made it 9 by 10. So it was 9 inches long, but the wideness was, it was 10 inches long, but the wideness was 9 inches. So this was 10 inches before. So I'll go ahead and adjust this to 9 inches. So after adjusting it, this is what I have. So I left 2 inches space by the side there. So I left 2 inches space, and for the top here you just need about 1 inch. Just 1 inch space is enough. So now I will place this in between. I will not be showing this, so but I placed this in between and I was making pleats. So I was just making pleats all around as I was sewing. So I was making pleats with the pocket. So let me pin the pocket down so that it doesn't move. So this is the other pocket also. I'll also measure 2 inches by the side like I did there. I'll measure the 2 inches, adjust whatsoever I need to adjust. Then I'll also pin down the pocket of the other side. So after I'm sure about the placement, I will also go ahead and pin these pockets down. As you can see where I'm pinning, I'm just pinning the center, almost close to the edge. So that's what I'm pinning. So just secure it down so that the pocket does not move anywhere. So now it's time to sew. Like I said, you will place the organza in between and you'll be making your plates. So this is the neckline and this is what the neckline looks like. So guys, after sewing the pockets down, this is what I have. This is what my pocket looks like. So as you can see the ruffles. So it was later I noticed that my ruffles was kind of short. I wish it was longer, let's say like 1.5 inches. But this was still very nice. It was very nice and okay. So now it's time to join the front bodies together. So I've joined this at the shoulder area. So I've joined the front and the back together at the shoulder area. So I will go ahead now and just fix the sleeve. This band that we have, this big band, I'll go ahead and fix it to the sleeve opening. After fixing it and joining the side and also hemming the bubu, so the bubu is ready, but it remains this rope. So this rope is, I think, about 12 inches or so, not too long. So I'll just place it at the center of this. So I'll place it here, then I will just stitch it down. So I will stitch it down. That's what I will do. I'll place it at the center and I will just stitch it down neatly. So the rope does not have any function actually on the sleeve. The rope is just for design. So after fixing the rope, this is what the bubu looks like. The bubu looks very simple, unique, and very beautiful. So let me know if this video was helpful and let me know if you'll be trying out this tutorial. So this is what the rope look like. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked this video, please like this video, drop a lovely comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and community, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and don't forget to hit on the bell icon beside the subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever I upload tutorials like this. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.